What is good, y'all? G2PO Grayson here. The time has come, guys. We are here to talk about the Kage buffs. Well, you already know we fucking in here. You know this shit about to be sex. This shit about to be godlike. You already know. Sorry for the voice, by the way. Kinda, under the weather and stuff. My voice has been really bad lately, so you might hear voice cracks. But I'm here, and regardless, we gon' fucking get through this shit, right? So let's get to it, bro. Standing medium punch, change frame advantage on block from -1 to +1 on block. So I used to talk about this a lot. I used to be like, what is the purpose of this button? I actually used to use it as a whiff punish tool and for shimmies, right? But you can use a lot of moves to catch shimmies, right? But this was the most reliable one that I found. But this button now being plus might allow him to do things like light red fireballs a lot safer, like canceled from it, and also stomp because there was a gap in the stomp, and because you're -1, they were able to jab you out of it. Or like, so the problem with this is like if somebody's just brainlessly challenging, they'll get hit. And if you do like Hadoken, it's a tight string, so like chances are you might not even catch them, and you get no reward for it. So this button actually got better. They changed the recovery, which is okay because it is plus on block now, so it's more of a reason. I want to know how that might affect his block strings, but on hit, it's good. Next up, standing hard punch. Change frame advantage on hit from -3 to +1. So there used to be altercations where, let's say somebody was holding up, and you do standing hard punch, you'll be actually negative on their recovering back down to the ground, right? And there'll be times where also, I believe in general, you are minus if you don't special cancel into anything. So now you're +1. So if you manage to mess up your cancel, you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. So it's really cool. I like that change. Like I said, life changes that make Kage more consistent, which is important for Kage, right? Standing light kick, extended the hitbox forward. So I can only really see this as mostly like when you land standing hard kick. Let's say if you manage to catch a dash, they don't get crush counted, right? You couldn't really do anything else but just use your frame advantage, right? Your hit advantage from there, but you couldn't combo because standing light kick didn't go far at all. So who knows, now maybe you could do standing hard kick and standing light kick and as a reliable way to confirm and get in, because you can combo standing hard kick into either light DP, critical core obviously, and light kick, So yeah, on to the next one. Standing medium kick. So this is a move I used to say was useless. Like, it's a really good move, but for it being that slow and it being punishable was so weird. I never understood why, but here we go now. Showing the start off from 9 frames to 8 frames. You already know, taking a frame off is always a good thing, especially for the neutral. They extended the hitbox forward, so Kage actually having more range is also good. It makes you want to use those kicks more, right? Give them more utility, which is an amazing thing. And reduce the leg hurt box. So all goods, pretty much making it a full footsie tool. Now obviously you probably could get whiff punish, but the more the better, right? It's not a Kuma standing medium kick. This is supposed to be a spacing tool, not a move that you're supposed to use to cancel and whiff punish anything. So this is how it should be, and I'm happy that they made it this way. Standing heavy kick. So this is another good thing. More V trigger gauge gain when you do land a crush counter is always a good thing, and that is a big change. That is a lot of V trigger you're getting for landing that. So it makes you want to go for those standing hard kicks rather than going for the crouching medium punch into down fierce confirms, because now you can get the V trigger, and we're not there yet, but that V trigger is looking pretty good. I just want to say that. On to the next one. Crouching medium kick, right? This is something I've been praying for. I've been asking for this for a very, very long time. Like, like every Shoto, I can't really speak for Sakura, but most Shotos in the game have a 6 frame. I think they do, right? And I found it so weird how Kage lacked the range and it was a 7 frame. I never understood that, but now it's no longer. So we can actually use this to catch shimmies. Low forward actually has a lot of hit stun, so we can now hit confirm it, right, from the previous patches that we've gotten. The better, just all around, it's just better, right? Catch shimmies, catch dashes now. It's more reliable in that sense, right? So perfect. Love that change. Actual low forward, right? So this move is, I believe, forward fierce. I believe this move is forward fierce. I could be wrong. I apologize if I get this incorrect, but I believe this move is forward fierce, right? Shorten the startup from 9 frames to 8 frames. Good thing. Anything that takes off the frame, make it a lot quicker, is a good thing. So who knows, you could probably use this in strings a lot safer now, because I know there was many times where I would try to go for a string and I just couldn't. There are some characters who can go for their plus frames into their heavy button and be safe, right? Kage kind of had to be a little bit more staggery in the sense where he went for it, but now he doesn't really need to, so that's a very good thing. And they kind of reduced the torso hurt box, so there were characters like Akuma and especially Bison that were able to punish Kage's forward fierce from a far range. Even if you space it, it was so hard for Kage to be safe off of using that button. So now he's a lot more safe, which is amazing. You already know. So this actually is just on top of the this is part of the, like, this is the second hit of when he does the target combo. So increased knockback time on hit. So I don't really know what this really means. So maybe you can like combo it without it being crush countered. So who knows? That would be awesome, right? More reward in the corner is always a good thing for Kage. And who knows if it actually might allow him to do what I want, which is give him the EX after the crush counter target combo. That would be, oh my god, insane. But the patch is not out yet and we don't have the game right now. So that is just a theory and I'm theory crafting, so you already know. I cannot wait. Hadouken. So I think he actually has a fireball now, right? So added a difference in preference based on the button strength, right? So I think that the fireball, I'm gonna just say this right now before reading the Hadoukens, I think they actually might work a little bit like Akuma's, or they might just work a little bit more like Dan's, right? Because Kage's Hadoukens usually were like pokes, but like they almost felt like they were like him punching. I would describe it as a little punch moving forward. Really did not like that Hadouken. Obviously it was to push my opponent away and stuff, so I could push them towards the corner or create some space to whiff punish them. But I didn't really like this Hadouken, so I like that they're doing something with it, right? So back to it. Shorten the start off from 13 to 10. So I believe now Kage might have the shortest Hadouken recovery or fireball recovery in the game. I could be wrong, but this is really good, right? This is really good. Like 3 frames shaved off from light Hadouken is an insane thing, right? So I believe the light Hadouken is the same, but that is just fine. Why? Because the Hadouken not having range, the balance is now that it has no range, but the recovery is quick, right? That is important. That's how it should have been. Medium Hadouken increase the distance traveled forward. So this one is the one that actually goes forward a little bit. You might actually have like an Akuma S fireball, we don't know, but like it's expanded the hurt box backward from the time you move forward. You already know, right? So this one might actually go a little bit forward, maybe not too forward, maybe it actually might be like Dan's, we don't know, but I'm okay with this because 2 different versions is a good thing. I don't know about the heavy version. Let's look at this one. So increase the startup from 13 to 16. So that might actually mean that it works more like a fireball. Let's get right to it. Entire move lengthened from 40, you know, whatever, 43. Increased distance traveled forward. So the heavy one actually works like a Hadouken. So he does have a fireball. I believe he has a fireball. There's no way this doesn't mean he doesn't have a fireball, because it says normal and V-Trigger 2, and what we were discussing, that it's only in V-Trigger 2, but now that's not the case because he actually has a fireball. So let's go. I'm happy about that. And in V-Trigger it goes even further. It travels a set distance, so I believe that's full screen. I am so happy. If it's not full screen, it doesn't matter, as long as that without V-Trigger he can throw some fireballs. That is an amazing thing, and we might see some Evil Ryu shit back, and I cannot wait. This is so hype, right? EX Hadouken changed the grounded hit stun time from 3 frames to 5 frames on hit. So I believe you have more hit advantage, right? So that's what it means. So I'm excited for this. This might actually allow me to do some combos that I've been wanting to do, where, you know, Hadouken down fierce and stuff might actually work. So Kage might be getting some big damage combos now. Holy, right? Airborne Hadouken. An explosion now occurs within the hitbox when the projectile vanishes, right? So I posted a video on this. I made a meme video about Kage. His air fireball is so butt, right? It's so booty cheeks. Now I don't know if this is the EX version, because it says airborne Hadouken. It doesn't say EX Hadouken, but it says an explosion now occurs when the hitbox when, like, if it vanishes, right? So I don't know if this means like he throws it in the air and then it just explodes. It doesn't just vanish, right? So like if they jump and they're not near it, it just explodes. Or if now the EX fireball, air EX fireball, if the first hit connects and the second hit doesn't connect, an explosion occurs. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but we will test that out. And if the inconvenience still happens, it'll be fine, because I think these buffs are really freaking good. Like, this is allowed. Like, I can allow an inconvenience like that if this is what the character's gonna be. Like, this is insane stuff, guys, right? So Light Shoryuken increase the damage from 80 to 100, and I had a little theory talking about how Light Shoryuken actually might be utilized more, and how good that's gonna be. So knowing that the Light Shoryuken does more damage is insane. So that's awesome. Extended the hitbox forward from 4th frame onward. So I believe he moves forward more, so he can probably punish a lot of moves that are -4 that he couldn't before. So who knows, man? Man, you cannot be pressing buttons on Kage or being unsafe. Heavy Shoryuken. Wow, this is a lot. So increased damage from 120 to 140. Oh my god. Obviously, I think when they're doing that is depending on when you hit it and how you fully connect it. So fully connected is 140, which is good. 20 more damage. I could live with that. It's a beautiful thing. Change the active attack frames on the first attack from 2 frames to 3 frames. All right. Change active attack frames of the second attack from 2 to 1 frame. Okay, these are just changes within, I believe, the multi hits. So that's all good. Change strike and projectile invincibility timing from. Oh, so we actually can probably try to get through sonic booms just a little bit better now. That's a good thing. Can now be CA canceled with the second. Oh, if it's wait. CA canceled when the second attack hits or is blocked. What? Also, like probably for more chip damage and stuff. All right, it makes sense. So that's pretty cool. So you get a little bit. You can dish out probably just a little tiny bit more damage before you cancel that CA. That's pretty cool. Or it kind of makes the leniency, I guess, a lot better. I'm not sure. So who knows? And maybe this could be something like the later you hit it, you can do the other super, which is the one where he does the multi-hit instead of the cinematic one. And from what they buffed in the cinematic, in the multi-hit one, he can juggle again. So who knows if that's what it is? I'm just theory crafting, obviously. I'm not the big brain guy, but I know a little bit about Kage, I guess. Extended timing at which the move can be cancelled with V-Trigger 2. That is a slam, I believe, by 1 frame. Okay, this move is his axe kick. I'm sure this is his axe kick, right? Because the foot hurt box is his axe kick. Reduce the foot hurt box before startup. That's good. That's good. Any buff to that is freaking amazing. And look at this next buff. V-Trigger 2. Heavy Stomp. Change frame advantage on hit from 5 to 6. That is wow. What? He's going to be doing madness combos when he hits Heavy Stomp. That's insane. And on block, it's +4. Finally. I've been saying this, right? Obviously, this is only V-Trigger, right? But I've been saying this. It's the same plus frames as Crouching Medium Punch. You're better off going for staggers with your walk speed using Crouching Medium Punch than risking your life for a heavy stomp that they can check V shift. It's so much counterplay to it. But now the reward is a lot better, which is good. So you might, that risk reward is there, and that's how it should be. This is his TK Tatsu, I believe. Will no longer pass through the opponent during mid-air hit stun in the corner. Mid-air hit stun. Okay, so there were altercations like that where he would go right over them, like he would just pass them, and that's sometimes it's not a good thing because that's just an inconsistency thing that can happen. So yeah, that's fine. Fix an issue. The next one, fix an issue in which Shoryuken would be performed if a CA was inputted. Okay, so this was a little bug. I don't think this happened to me, or maybe it has and I didn't realize it. Maybe I just thought it was me, but I've never experienced that before. Okay, so this is big, guys. So remember when I used to tell you guys that in the guide video, I don't know if you guys saw the guide, that all versions, no matter what button you use, they all have the same purpose. So it doesn't matter which one you use, right? But now they're doing something. They're actually giving him, in a sense, more properties on the different versions, right? So the light version is mid-air knockback now matches that of grounded hit stun. Now I don't know what this means. Mid-air knockback now matches that of a grounded hit stun. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means, but I'm assuming maybe he can combo now off of it without V-trigger. I'm not sure what this does at all. Yeah, I'm not sure of it. The medium version, shorten the starter from 17 to 14. So that's cool. That's pretty dope. The entire move shortened from, alright, yeah. So pretty much the move is better. The EX one extended the hitbox upward. Wait a minute. If they expand the hitbox upward, I don't know how well. There's probably consistency things. I'm not really sure about it. I'm just trying to think about it in my head right now. What can I do with this, with the meaty, crossups and stuff? But hitbox upward. Okay, I'm not sure. Right. So the hitbox is just bigger. So V-Trigger 2. So I believe this is the slam that Kage does in V-Trigger 2. So guaranteed 30% to minimal damage. That's pretty cool. I like that. I guess sometimes it didn't do all of its damage, so I'm not sure about that. I used to play V-Trigger 2. I used to use V-Trigger 2 before V-Trigger 1 got buffed to the skies, with V-Skill 2 obviously, right? So sped up the startup when activated. So oh right, so I believe sometimes when you did the stomp, sometimes you wouldn't be able to combo, it wouldn't hit. So now it's guaranteed that it will connect. We don't know, right? But that's what I'm assuming. Metsu Shoryuken. This one is the CA, right? So we saw in the trailer, but let's get to it. Change the damage from the non-lock version from 280 to 140. Okay. Landing recovery. Wait, change the damage from the lock version from. So this is the lock version. From 280 to 140. Alright, this super is the multi-hit super, I believe. Or there's just the normal one in general. The cinematic super. His CA, right? So change the damage from the lock for the non-lock version from 280 to 140. Landing recovery after the non-lock version hits can be cancelled with any special move. Hold up. So can I do like EX? I mean, obviously I wouldn't have EX meter because I use a CA. That was stupid of me. But so I could just do DP. I could do a Tatsu. I could do Shoryuken. That's probably the only thing you're gonna be like able to do a lot more damage. The combo count is now a constant number after the non-lock version hits. Yo, so people could probably do training mode combos. Like you could probably do Shoryuken EX and all this stupid shit. There's probably gonna be so much training mode stupid shit that you could do. Like that shit just sounds hilarious. So, but yeah, this is Kage's buffs, guys. What do I think this might do for Kage? Kage is easily looking like better Akumba. I haven't seen everyone's changes, don't get me wrong, but Kage is easily looking like a actual strong character that you're gonna be more afraid of. And I'm a guy who actually sucks against Kages. Like I play Kage and I don't like fighting against Kages, and now it's gonna be just as hard for me to fight those Kage players, and there's gonna be a lot of them, especially with all the hype that you see with Kage on YouTube and the renaissance of Kage here on the YouTube side of things. I try my best to really promote this, and if you guys want to play Kage, it's looking like a good time to play some edgy Ryu. So y'all have a good one, y'all. We in there. Kage buffs, man. Let's go, y'all. Peace out.